Why were muskets used late into the 1800s? I find it highly unusual that cost was the only driving force as to why muskets remained as the default active firearm given to people who served in the military. I understand, even all the way back to the Revolutionary War, there were prototypes, impractical or otherwise, that existed as proof of concept guns, but we figured this shit out as early as the 1840s. And you mean to tell me as late as 1866, this piece of shit was still being used by fucking everyone in the military? Why? After the Revolutionary War, you'd think the governments of the world would immediately put countless R&D into making guns that didn't fire like complete shit. You might be able to make a single repeating rifle, but scaling production to equip armies is an entirely different matter. Combination of a bunch of things. You see rifles, repeaters, and breech loaders all before the revolution, but they were too delicate, expensive, hard, and slow to produce to arm a whole army with. Rifles you could have made sooner, but it took longer to load each ball, so rate of fire was considered more important. By the Civil War, we had many balls, and I think some other similar ammo that soldiers hated, even though it worked better. Williams' cleaner bullet, I think, which allowed armies to shoot as fast as muskets, but shoot farther due to rifles. You then had issues of needing a self-contained cartridge, needing a primer, rimfire was shit and weak, and black powder was corrosive and fucked up guns. During the Civil War, you had the Spencer, which was a piece of shit, and the Henry, which was fragile, too weak to deal with charging horses like the rifled muskets could, and the Henry plant made fewer than 300 rifles per month. Also, you didn't really have a great way of making the ammo en masse. Armies literally did not want soldiers to have repeating arms up until the start of World War I. See, the fact that tons of rifles still had magazine cutoffs for single loading and the Lebel, which the French fucking entered the war with, and the Krag both had fucking terrible feeding systems that were not compatible with loading multiple rounds at once like a stripper clip or N-block. Concept is fine, but after concept comes the need for doctrine change, manufacture retooling, chemical/metallurgical advancement, pretty much everything that comes with scale. And pre-industrial revolution, that just wasn't possible. It moved real quick once it did though. Think of it another way. We know we can make fuck you space lasers zap zap right now. We know the concept and the way to do it, but other related engineering and sciences aren't there yet.
There's a spot round that bend. That's my home, my journey's end. Here we come. Dog on you, old man river, come on. Move on your lazy steamer, move.